Hey, what's going on, everybody? Making a video on what day is it today? It's the 14th of June. Markets have been bleeding for a few weeks now, and we might have had a bottom put in right over here. Back in February 6th, we hit 6,000, and here we pretty much did the same. From here, I'm kind of watching this orange trend line, which is a new triangle. If we break out here, we pull back to these levels, but basically 7,500 at this moment is a price that I'm expecting to get some kind of confirmation, I guess you could call it, for a turnaround. So it would need to break it, it would need to support it, and then you would just have to kind of observe the sentiment of the market to see if we keep going. I thought we were going to break down to about this area, 5,700, and it could still happen. However, we had news come out about SEC claiming that Bitcoin and Ethereum are not securities, which is really good news at the moment. I just think overall the market sentiment is really, really shit, and it has caused a bit of a pump, but we're kind of stalling around here. I'm not sure if it's because there's a lot of selling pressure above. A lot of people bought these levels and now they're trying to sell. So you don't know if we're chopping through all this selling pressure above us, right? So I would imagine that if we were able to get around 6,800, the price action might be a little bit different. That's just personally what I think, but I really think it's a buying around this zone over here was really the move. Uh, Shorts were high. We had this long bleed out, and I think we're gonna get one more attempt. We uh, might even go up to just here around 7,000. I would sell some at 7,000. 7,000, yeah, around 7,000. I think there's gonna be a lot of selling pressure around here. And yeah, that's the daily Bitcoin. We hit really oversold levels here on the RSI, and usually whenever we hit these kinds of lows, there is a move to follow up on it. Um, let's take a look at some future levels. Right, so it's not perfect to a T, but we'll just screen it right there. So we have this, and we have 8,000. 8,000, 7,000 to 8,000 would be pretty good. But I think the price will. This area here will be a really an indecisive zone where if the prices linger around here, you won't know if it means more up or more down. If it gets above 8,500, then that's huge to me. That's a very bullish sign if it gets above 8,500. And yeah, let's take a look at some other coins. Ethereum had its pump. I have this wave structure on Ethereum, right? Um, this wave structure on Ethereum where we hit this high of 400, and then we consolidated in a rising, ascending triangle. Then we popped off all the way to 1,400, and then we sold down. And we sold down and tagged the top of this area, which would so far constitute a wave point 4 of a wave of a 3 set wave cycle. So we might be on the way to go a lot higher. But that remains to be seen. Short term, I'm thinking 630 to 740, somewhere around here. Above that, I'm looking at this zone, these zones here to act as resistance. On the weekly, I can see that there's some kind of like the TTN here, which has been really good. Um, Churning. So I think in the next couple of weeks we might get. I think from here we're going to move up. If you look at this weekly candle, it's starting to paint a nice fucking candle here. So I'm interested to see how this closes at the end of the week. 3 day is a little bit bearish on a lot of these charts, but like I said, this I had two trend lines. I had this one here, and if you draw this one here, we kind of tag these two parts. So that is that. The 1 day, gotta see. We got a churn here. The monthly, I'm just looking at big time frame pictures. Monthly is not showing. This is what I wanted to show you guys on the 1 month Bitcoin. This MACD is like hot. This is. I'm not sure if this is going to be a touch. It's coinciding with this news, which is interesting. But this thing is about to touch and expand again, or touch and go bearish. And when you go on the 1 week with the Ichimoku, we are underneath the Ichimoku. And I'm just thinking that if we do pump and break all this, I'm looking for the 10,000 area again to act as resistance. The 1 week though looks really good. We have this churning up, and yeah, I would say the 1 week is looking nice for a lot of these coins. As usual, EOS is giving the best returns. Just want to show you guys something. We had this red trend line, we broke it, and a lot of times you'll see in the market what happens is that. So what happens in these markets is that you will have a trend line, and when it breaks that trend line, everyone panics and sells, right? But really, what ends up happening is that liquidity, boom, people get filled on it, and then uh, it makes another move up, a bigger move up. So people bought the touch, and then got dropped, and I can imagine there was a lot of, if you look over here, when it broke, right, look at all that volume that went into it. So somebody got filled here. I like to play these breaks, actually, these trend line breaks. A lot of times they're just fake outs. And this could be another one of those fake outs. If there's another trend line, if you draw from this point to the breakout, and then you play the low. So the trend line has a high, has the breakout, and then the test. So we kind of nailed that perfectly. I had told people in the chat 9.4 to spread bids all the way down to 9.4. We went to 9.1, so dropped about 30 cents. Yeah, I'm expecting something with EOS. I'm expecting EOS to continue and outperform a lot of these other coins. Right now, we hit this zone here. I'm looking for a break. If we break here, we could run up to this zone right here again. I would imagine this part is going to be a choppy area. if we get above here, then we could go higher, much higher. We could go to Florida Beach or something. And we could go up to here. It's $30. $30 area. Yeah, that's that. I'm not sure if I'm missing anything else. I just wanted to make a simple video. Let's look at Bitcoin Cash too. Bitcoin Cash was a strong performer as well. We have Bitcoin Cash right now. That's right. And tagged the 50 here, went down to the 786 area. This thing could run up. We have this long trend line that I drew here, right? And look at this red trend line. When we broke it, we started a huge move up. We came down, basically touched the trend line, went back up. We went broke below the trend line, and we had another bounce from here. Not sure if this is a dead cat to bring us all the way down to $330. That's pretty crazy. Or is this another break to pop off? So keep your eye on the $1,200 area, and this continuation could be a really big continuation if it happens. If not, if this is just dying out, that's another thing that remains to be seen. We can draw this. Right, so you can draw this downtrend. Let's see if we pop out of it. But this thing could be a retrace of wave 3, right? And this thing could go really crazy up here. Right? Who knows? I'm just laying out some possible scenarios here. One other coin I was looking at was ADA. ADA got listed on Bitstamp, I think it was. I missed this bottom here. Once again, I have this habit of placing really low bids, and then when they get close to that bid, I pull my bids. I do it a lot, and it's probably, I don't even want to think how much money it's cost me, to be honest. But yeah, I had this 88.3 fib, and there was this gap here, and we hit that to a T. And we had a nice pump yesterday, and then we had a pullback here. So this has also broken its uptrend. So I mean, it might do something to get people to chase the price. We need to do something here. So this fib has a lot of points of interest. You see the resistance here. You see a massive big resistance area here, and you see another nice resistance area here. So this has huge upside. We're looking at 10x possibility. I'm not sure if top 5 market cap coins, EOS, Litecoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, and Bitcoin will pump first, and then the money will trickle down. The profits will trickle down into these other coins to cause it to pump. So for now, I am in mostly EOS and Ethereum, and then I'm looking at keeping my EOS position. But my Ethereum position, I'm looking to play Ethereum pairs once it hits certain price points and as I'm observing the market and seeing how it plays itself out. Uh, Basically, right now you're just trying. You just want to like. You've had some good news with the SEC, so you just want to see how the market reacts to this. If the market doesn't react to this news, it shows you like sentiment is way down in the toilet, and we are probably going to lows, and those lows can be, you know, 2,900, 4,300, and the first stop I think is going to be 5,700. So I would imagine we would get a bit of a bump up. Right now, it's just like to me, it just seems like there is a lot of I forget how to do this. Sorry, there was a way to bring up the walls. Oh, here's the walls. So yeah, I think it just has a lot of chopping to do. You see here around the 6650 area, there's a lot of resistance. So we have to see if the sentiment is strong, then I think we can kind of get through this resistance. If it's not, I'm expecting more down. Uh, that's pretty much it for the analysis. Like I said, on the weekly level, it looks like we are in for some kind of a bounce by the end of the month. On the monthly level, it looks like it could get a lot worse before it gets better. And we've gone through all the clouds up till the weekly. The monthly we haven't gone through yet. So let's see what happens here. That's pretty much it. Like, subscribe, join the Telegram group if you want. Got any comments? Leave them below. Peace out.